Yes. Okay. Greetings, everyone. Greetings. My name is Chopel. I am one of the monks of Goldenstein Monastery, and we really want to thank everyone for your attendance here today. We're going to do the dissolution ceremony in just a few minutes. This Sand Mandala was created over a period of, I'm thinking, 5 days. Some days a little less, and some days a little more. But the monks have really put some time, energy, intention to bring a mandala present. And when they do this with the intention to benefit all sentient beings, that the blessings of this mandala will be returned here in this environment and be a blessing to all. But in order to create such a thing, there has to be a cause. And I'm overwhelmed by the cause that was created here in Sedona. There's a lot of people that came together to make this happen, and we want to honor some of them. The incredible thing about this list is that we've had businesses. Is that on purpose? Okay. We've had businesses of all shapes and sizes, people of all different types come together and really help make this mandala present and bring the monks present. There were empowerments and blessings. There were teachings. Ground was blessed. It was incredible this week. It has been fast and furious. And we really feel the love of Sedona. And I do want to list some of the people and some of the businesses so that you might be aware. And one of them is actually White Tie Transportation. They were incredible. They supplied the cars and helped schlep us around. And schlepping monks is not an easy thing. I do it all the time. And so they even shuttled. They provided shuttles all the way here from Sedona up to a property, a remote property, all day long, so we can do a blessing and a ritual there. I mean, it was incredible what they did. And along with that, up at this property where we did a blessing, 4 local restaurants provided food for everyone. They provided this. So it was, I don't know if I'm going to get this right, Chocolate Tree. They have organic chocolate, and he gave me a few free samples. Just saying, it's good stuff. Wild Orchid, and Ken's Creekside, and the old Sedona Bar and Grill. So they provided food and everything, along with India Palace that were there and provided for people. That was really wonderful. We had local businesses that also helped feed these guys. You'll notice they're nice and trim. And they've been well fed. So some of those are Troya's, a beautiful restaurant. Dan's Bistro, a really sweet man. It was an incredible meal. The Himalaya Grill in Flagstaff, and Los Obligados. I almost said that right. Southern California. I can get that. Okay. And then, many other businesses, and we're going to talk about some of those, including Seven Centers Yoga, which provided an environment. So, but there are some people behind these things. We also had venues like Seven Centers Yoga and the Academy of Martial Arts of Self-Realization. And of course this place. But we're going to talk about this place in a minute. So, a little bit about us. We are the monks of Goldenstein Monastery. Golden is the original monastery of the Gelug order of Tibetan Buddhism. And so this lineage is pure. It's been passed down from its lineage holder, Lama Tsongkhapa. And this monastery was the first one. The other great monasteries of Tibet, Sera and Drepung, came later. and are a part of the Geluk tradition. These tours have been coming to the United States now for 21 years. 21 years, the very first World Peace Tour. After His Holiness the Dalai Lama won the Nobel Peace Prize, he invited the monks to come out into the world and started the World Peace Tours in order to bring the culture and the blessings and really try to bring imprints for world peace, tolerance, and compassion. And that's our primary mission as we travel. And we hope that this mandala will help in that effort as well. The second thing that happens is, as people make donations, that all goes back to our refugee settlement. Our monasteries now, since the Chinese invasion of Tibet, destroying 6,000 monasteries, including ours. The Tibetans are keeping their culture and tradition alive now in India. India gave the Tibetans areas of land. There's refugee settlements. There's over 50 of them in India. And we're from a refugee settlement in the south of India. The three great monasteries, Goldenstein and Drepung, are now all in the south of India. And they're keeping the lineage, the tradition's pure, and they're producing monks and lamas such as the ones that we have with us. We now have over 1,000 monks at our monastery, so your donations will all wind up back in India in the refugee settlement, and on behalf of 1,000 monks, we thank all of you. So let's now thank some of the people that created the cause for this, and we're going to ask them to come up. Some may be here, some may not be here, but I do want to acknowledge them. And I don't know if Barry Milgram made it. Barry Milgram helped us in Flagstaff. We had an event there last night, but I don't think he's here. So I do want to acknowledge Barry. So we're going to have a little gift and a certificate and a kata for him. And then there was this very precious family that we met. And they hosted us for dinner. They were volunteering. They helped bring this about and really show the spirit of Sedona. Incredible family, lots of love and grandchildren that were just, it inspires us for the future. If we can have George and Sybil come on up and receive a little certificate and a kata. And okay, so first you receive a kata. Now always be careful that the sand mandala is next to you. Sometimes that kata sweeps it. That's our job. So katas are an offering scarf for the Tibetan people. Okay. So a little kata, a little image of the Buddha. Watch the kata. That happened in Mount Shasta. Okay, another kata. You're both getting a little time. Thank you very much. That's your certificate from us, a small group. And then Iris, is Iris manifesting here? I didn't see her, so, okay, we'll have to catch up with her. Mark. Come on, Mark, where are you and your big bald head? Not here either. He has a better haircut than I do. But Mark really couldn't.
I'll accept it from Mark. He's on his way to California. He's
Okay,
also
well, if you can
Sedona.
come up, okay, take that from Mark. Mark was just incredible, helping put together the event down at the Tara Puja and taking us around. So this is for Mark. And here's a little for long life. And yes, and this is his certificate. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. No offense to Mark, but you're a lot prettier than me. Now, do we have Kim and Alex here?
I'm here.
All right, now. This was incredible. We did a Tara Puja out on the property there, and she made this incredible. I mean, there was beautiful. There was hay, there was stands, there was out of nowhere this incredible operation manifest with, I'm sure, a lot of people's help. But thank you so much for all of your kindness and hosted the Tara Puja on our property.
He's not kidding.
Okay. Now Helen. Is Helen here? Okay, well Helen is, she's our resident mother. We've stayed at her house now for like, what, 14 years? Something like that? Yeah, she still puts up with us. And I'll tell you, you got monk socks hanging over the rails and everything. It's not easy to put up with us. But she's done a really good job. She's hosted us monks many times. Started actually in Northern California. And when she moved here, she invited the monks and has continued to host us. And she's just a radiant being, and no one could ask for a better mother. So Helen, we'll get to her. We have to go back home. So, hopefully we won't get lectures. So, and now the Goldenstein Gallery. So Linda, if you can come up now. The Goldenstein Gallery, which is Manifest this mandala, created the space, made a donation, and really helped create the cause for this. You can see what an environment and what incredible artists, not to mention Tara and all these other emanations here at Chenry Sig. So, come on up, and everybody's nervous around the mandala now. So, we couldn't thank, she's a gracious host that really helped both financially and physically to make this happen. And all of the help here, everyone here at the gallery has been incredible.
Wow.
But there's so many people that made this happen, really, and I want to thank everybody. Bill Lacey, my staff, everybody, Jane Ginn, that worked so hard. So I'm accepting this on behalf of everyone that made this event happen. We're just a part of it. So thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you very much.
And then there's always that one person who really organizes and puts everything together. And this is not a small task, and then she might be wondering why she did this to begin with. So Jane Ginn and Tom, of course, her husband, but she was the organizer. When you organize events, venues, meals, monks, transportations, all those people that we mentioned were brought together by one individual and her partner in crime. And so really the Ginns, for now, this is your third time being involved with the monks, and really was the cause and the creation for this mandala, both financially, physically, emotionally, and you get to sleep hopefully at some point. All the work that you've done, we cannot begin to thank you enough, so we'd like to give you a small token of our kindness. The kata, a little certificate, and we're giving you, in honor of the events, a green Tara and Tonka, so that she may be present in your home as well. Thank you so very much. It has been a joy to spend this time with you. Okay, so we're about to begin. We'll get the others to everyone else. So now we're going to begin the dissolution ritual. Now this ritual is it's very special. We are actually going to call forth Tara and the enlightened deities of her mandala and have her inhabit and bless this mandala. So, for those of you who don't know much about sand mandalas, this is a symbolic representation of their celestial home. So on a symbolic level, we've actually preparing an environment for her to become present and receive blessings. At the center of this palace is a lotus, a green lotus, and at the center is a seed syllable, which represents Tara, being present atop a lotus on a throne. The rest is the mantra, Om Tara Tutara Turli Soha, which is her mantra. So she resides within. Because of time, I'm going to keep it short and get to the essentials of this. On the outer gardens, you also have all these symbols that represent, if you know mandala, there's inner and outer secret meanings. You can even be taught the path to enlightenment through it. But it represents an enlightened state of mind and the cosmos, actually. And it all, again, sits atop a lotus. These are lotus petals on the outside. It's sealed with vajras and a ring of flame. And within this, Tara, as it sits atop a lotus, the lotus is one flower that rises from muck and mire at the bottom of water. And it comes and it actually rises above the water to become a flower and transcends. So it reminds us of transcending our worldly existence to an enlightened state of mind. So the monks over these 5 days have set their intention and created this space. And now we are going to do a ritual in which we will invoke Tara and the deities of her mandala to become present, to inhabit this mandala. Then it will be ritually dissolved. The Lama will take bits of this mandala, he'll take it and put in a special container. He'll also fling a little bit of sand that we brought from India on the big mandalas that we do there. It's kind of like an octane boost. And then at the end, he'll take his vajra, he'll go from the 4 directions, and then diagonally, it will get ritually swept up, and we'll do some more prayers, and then everyone here will receive a small bag of that sand. The sand you get to take with you. According to the teachings on this, it's really valuable for a couple purposes. One is when somebody's passing away at the time of death, to place a little bit on the crown of their head will help draw their consciousness towards a good rebirth. And the rest, the other thing you can do is spread it around your property, the 4 corners of your property, blessing and purifying your own environment. Or some people just keep it as a precious treasure, reminding them of compassion and kindness. So the rest of it we're going to put in the creek. We're going to actually proceed down the road here, that way, near Los Abrigapos.
Yes.
And that's where we're going to put it in the creek. And we're going to pour in, we're going to say some prayers, have it go into the creek, and let the blessings purify and bless the environment. So in that way, this is really not destroyed. It takes a new form. It serves another purpose. It lives on with the blessings. So it might be dramatic at the moment, but it will live on. And the other thing I'm always forgetting to tell you is the symbolism of sweeping up also reminds us of impermanence. Impermanence. You know, we keep grasping to wanting things to be a certain way. And they're already different in every moment that we live. Today is never coming again. This day is never coming. How many days in our life have we said, I can't wait for this day to be over? Today is never coming again. It's a precious moment. And it reminds us to live each moment meaningfully. What is our purpose here? And how can we best use our life? That's the lesson of impermanence. Having said all that, we're about to demonstrate it rather viscerally. So,
Yo
Did you